Well, folks, this is old Tucker again, and we've been having a hard time, just like a lot of folks in this area, I reckon. It's been tough times. And I just thank the good Lord for blessing us all this far, and hoping that, asking Him to pull us through the rest of the way. He's been mighty faithful to me over the years, and I don't reckon He'll let me down now. You know, after all we've been through, it's easy to get lost in what we have lost. You know, that old flood and hurricane took more than I'd ever thought I'd see in my lifetime. Homes that had stood for generations were washed away in just a matter of hours. Roads we'd traveled since we was just little kids is broken and twisted. Family heirlooms and keepsakes and memories are all buried out there in the mud. It's hard to put into words the sorrow that comes with seeing your whole world change just overnight. But even in the middle of all this heartache, I find myself holding on to something stronger than the water that came through. As I'd sit here and I think about it, I realize that there's still a whole lot to be thankful for. What I'm most grateful for is the way folks have shown up for each other. I've seen neighbors, some who barely even spoke before this. Now they are rolling up their sleeves to help clean out the mud and the debris from all these old homes. People that don't really have a whole lot sharing what little they do have, offering food, water, clothes, and sometimes even just a shoulder to lean on. Strangers from town I've never even heard of have been driving miles to drop off supplies or cook hot meals for folks that are suffering. You know, it's times like this when you see the real heart of this place. You know, it reminds me that even though we lose so much, we still have each other. I'm thankful for the strength of these old mountains too. I've lived here in these old Appalachian mountains my whole life, and I know how these hills can humble you. They've seen droughts and floods and mining collapses and folks leaving for better jobs. They've been scarred and battered just like all of us have, but they're still standing just like us. You know, them old flood waters may have risen higher than we've ever seen, but when that old water finally does go down, the mountains will still be here. Just like our people, it'll be weathered but unbroken. And there's something comforting about that, knowing that we belong to a place that can endure so much and still carry on. And as I sit here tonight, I'm thankful for the simple things. Me and old Dixie's got a roof over our heads, and even if it ain't the same one we had before, we got food on the table, and we got family all around us here. Well, my grandbabies are still laughing, and in their smiles I find some hope. Hope that even though we've been through a terrible storm, there's still some joy to be found in this world. I'm thankful for the warm meal I got tonight, not because it's fancy, but because I got to share it with the people I love the most. There's something sacred in that, in the way we gather around the table after a long, hard day and remind each other that we're still here. You know, that old flood, it took a lot from us. There ain't no doubt about it. What it didn't take was our spirit. It didn't take our kindness or our willingness to help each other. And it sure didn't take our faith that we'll be built piece by piece, even if it takes a while. That's the real blessing, the way we hold each other up when the world tries to knock us down. Yeah, we got mud in our boots and tears in our eyes, but we still got each other. And that to me is something worth being thankful for. We're still here. We're still standing, and as long as we got each other, we'll find us a way to make it through. Well, I heard from a lot of y'all wondering how we is doing, but we're here praying for you. We got hit pretty hard, but a lot of folks got it a lot worse than we did, so we're rightly grateful. But we're going to stay here in prayer for you all. Pray that the Lord will blessings and keep you, and everything will get back as good as it can be. And like I said there, the good Lord ain't ever let me down before, and I don't reckon he'll start on me now. So we'll bless y'all, and we're praying for you, and we hope you'll pray for us, and we'll talk at you again real soon.